Yeah, I'm Ayuji Kumar and director and producer from here. So it's a question about old titles. I know you don't take old titles or delete the emails, but not still getting new awards. For example, I have an old title like 2014, and still getting awards. Like recent award was in the last month at Golden Gate International Film Festival, San Francisco. So, do you ever represent old titles, or like Shyam was explaining, is there a way
The old title to have it make sense? And we continue to market our older titles that we already have, because you can do a small deal here and there and it works for everybody. But if we took on a film and all we perceived were the small deals, it just wouldn't.
I mean, if producer has still all the rights with him. If producer has all the rights with him,
It doesn't matter.
Right.
I can't pitch a Chinese distributor
Right.
a film that's that old. They just won't listen to the pitch. So then I can't get it released in China. So it's something else, just to clarify for it. Much of the discussion here about releasing outside of India, you're talking about the Indian diaspora community, and that's an entirely different. I think it would be important to segregate the conversation to, what we do is release in a territory, and once you take advantage of the Indian diaspora community, you no longer have the opportunity to release to the general audience.
Well, that's not the question. There are distributors, there are venues, there are avenues where you can sell your movie. It is possible. And even Indians abroad would love to see movies which have not even been released in India. I can assure you that. It's all subjects on your marketing. That marketing is important. That's why in my very first sentence was, when you produce a film, keep enough money available for marketing and distribution. That is very important. The day we in India learn to have the financial system in such a way, or we have a distribution system. For example, I just keep on saying Soni Pictures, but they have a system now. Okay, it costs money, but that is today's game. Today's game is marketing. I'll be very frank. You can market anything. You understand what I mean? You can market anything. It is a question of marketing, sales and marketing. But our producers, if you know many of production houses, they don't have a marketing team. Okay, it's a chicken and egg situation. I can understand. Malayali movies also suffer from that. So, question is, okay, I'm very sorry. I've been distributing, I've done 528 movies in my life. Right, theatrical, airlines, and other places. But believe me, today the situation is, it's so easy to market an Indian film abroad. So easy. And very easy to find out in which country, what population, what is there. Very easy. All you need to is to organize yourself. I can assure you. Even the gentleman there who cannot sell his movie, he's got so many awards. I think so, if he can get a right person to sit with him and do the international marketing, which is very easy, he can succeed. But I don't blame him, but maybe, he's just fed up on the system.
Sir, right person मिलना ही तो मुश्किल है. It's difficult to get a right person and right time.
Individual producer is fast disappearing, and you have to survive. You have to suit yourself to the time. So any kind of value addition is desirable. And I want to tell you something. I seem to gentleman here, and there is a kind of responsibility. You cannot always weigh the mindset of India. You cannot generalize like that. You have to assume some kind of responsibility. When you decide to make a film, it is your product. It's your duty to find a seller. You cannot, generalize your individual predicament and say that, there is something radically wrong with the mindset of the Indian people. Look, that is not the way to look at things. Times are changing. and information, I'm interacting on a daily basis with Producer Association. And Mr. Anil also sitting here, he represents the Malayalam Producers Association. Whenever you go to a meeting with Producer Association, all you say is that we producers are bleeding. And we tell them that we technicians are bleeding. And there is a lot of bloodshed. So it is high time, you have to really demystify this mystified scenario and come out of it.
Are suffering. They are having an excellent content, excellent marketing, people also, but they fail. Because of the inner
This 90% is a big question. Let me one thing. Even in the releasing, the movies which are getting released, 90% is trash. So how do you think that the unreleased
movie called Honor Killing? There was a movie called Honor Killing. It was shot in London and excellently made. And he knows Punjab has released a Hindi version, but they have done nothing, no publicity, and they have taken 20 lakhs from the producer, and he was not an ordinary producer. He was Avtar Bhugat, who has received a national award also, and he has done so many films. But he lost money, he has taken 20 lakhs, and he has not spent anything for the marketing. After 3 days, he has closed down the office. Then he has run away to London back. Again. Now he is trying to make another movie, but it will take time. He lost both the road, but he earned from London because he has released in London, and they have done a very good 30% subsidy also. But most of the films are suffering like it.
Was got the Cons Award, Nicha Nagar. Chetan Anand, brilliant director, producer, and acted by so many brilliant actors. But in India it could not release because of the subject. Subject were not liked by distributor, and to the extent that the movie was seen by our late Prime Minister Nehru also. But commercially that movie could not release. But when we make the movie, we can't predict what will happen. Definitely, we cannot say this how will be the response of the distribution or audience. We just cannot predict. We have to determine for all adverse conditions we are going to face when we are in film industry.
The country original.
Indian movie reach China. Can you advise if there's a possibility for Indian movies to get a release? Will you be able to help Indian producers to get a release or some sort of digital distribution in China?
So why we come to India, because it's very difficult to find the content information, even for production company. So if we want to exactly looking for the Indian film, we only know the field of international sales company. We don't know the production Indian film company. Even we want looking for the internet, is no information on the internet. So that's why we come to India to want to see the people and maybe see the Indian friend to can recommend to us give us the contact. So first of all, you need register something like professional website, something like Cineno or MDB. So we can find you first, and then you should give very if you want to the buyer to buy it, you should prepare the script first and some promo and some trailers. Because for Asia country, always very strict. They don't want to give you the script. So we only can wait the film finished. And then, a lot of Chinese people ask why the foreign film so late, distribute in China. I say we have no idea. A lot of film, they already release original country, and then we can just get all the materials and then submit to China Film, get the progress, and at least need 3 or 4 months we can get something like the license release in China. So I think you should prepare script first. That's maybe if we do a lot of pre-buy, so we need a script first, and then we need to see the promo, and then the trailer to think about the can make more sense for the film. So that's my more easy can promote your film, and you should go to the film market, international market, to meet a distributor or just can introduce.
And one thing, most of the audience here are filmmakers who have had the movies in festivals. So Sam, just want your view on, we are not include festivals in this discussion. Do you go to festivals and buy movies? Or means not buy movies, take movies for sales acquisitions?
I'm interested in films typically that are premiering in Berlin, Cannes, Toronto, Sundance. I consider A+ festivals. Those are the only 4 festivals where the international distribution community looks to discover content that's releasable, international. I'm most interested in representing a film that's at that festival at that time. I'm less interested, we wanted films where the producers and other sales companies have wanted it, where the producers say, well, I'll wait till Toronto and sell it in Toronto. It's going on right now with Sundance. There's a film that I want. You want to sell it to a sales company at Sundance, and there are other sales companies that want it. But after Sundance, I'm much less interested in it, because after Sundance, then when I, again, promote it, distributors might think that if it was interesting to them, they would have wanted it at that time. So I'm either looking for a film that I know is going to premiere in one of those festivals, or a film that has no festival life that we can imagine creating the festival life for the film. If the film has been to a bunch of...
I'm Siddharth Kulkarni, I'm from Pune. Probably my question doesn't really make sense in this talk because it's pertaining to short films more than feature films. But I figure since there's the 4 runners in distribution right in front of me.
In fact, that's a relevant question because short films and docu makes a lot of sense outside in various markets, but India has a shortage. Carry on.
Yes, that's precisely the point. I mean, every single time I have walked up to a distributor or, like Sam said, just thrown an email off, most of them have basically responded with a laugh. You know, they go like, are you crazy? We're not distributing a short film. You know, I understand that there are several reasons that might be so. Maybe there's not enough money in it, to say the least, or maybe there isn't enough buzz with Indian short films going outside. I just want to get an open question to anyone. How do you view a short film that comes to you? Would you actually pick it up? I mean, content-based, or if it would appeal to pretty much through all the cross-sections of the society? How do you view short films? I understand a lot about the feature films, the way they're looked at. But if you do get a short film for distribution, how do you view it, or would you even take it up?
Film?
Yeah.
It's a 70-minute film is not a feature film by many distributor and broadcaster standards.
Yes.
And so for us to take on a film, when we pitch the distributors, they're going to say no just based on the running time.
Yeah.
It makes it hardly worth the energy. The short films, there may not be enough money worldwide. There are some airlines, and we actually have sold a short film to HBO in the US, but that's just kind of accidentally, knowing that there's this one particular broadcaster who's looking for this particular type of short, and then I stumble upon it. But yeah, we would not, I still don't know how to make money with shorts. You have an offer out to a producer who has half a dozen shorts that I think I'm going to go try. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I don't know if this is going to work. Right. And if you want to let us give it a shot, here's this deal term that may not look that great.
Okay.
So I'd like to conclude. The conclusion is that we don't still don't answer. The system errors, probably first things, you don't have a sales agent who can very easily like Sam outside. So we should try, as Sam said, you don't have to package it, just contact maybe 10-15 sales agents. There's a big list. I think list of sales agents are always available on the internet. Write to them, one of them will listen. that's it. So we conclude it. We need to improve. Thank you.